Hello everybody, welcome back to our Indianapolis Colts franchise here on Madden 16. I'm your host JT Plays. Let's get into it. Entering week 8, it's the mid-season report, and what better way to look at it than this week's matchup in real life. Colts go to Charlotte, North Carolina to take on not the 5-1 Panthers, but the 6-0 Panthers in real life. You might as well say it's a real life matchup. Only if the Colts had this record, that would be amazing, but they don't. However, we are still leading our division. Enough about that. Let's get into virtual Madden and take a look at what's going around through the NFL. Let's take a look at some division leaders, wildcard race if it were to end today, playoffs, all that good stuff. So let's get started. Next time you guys see this Colts franchise, we will go to Charlotte, Bank of America Stadium, Monday night. 5-1 Panthers host the 5-2 Colts. Let's go to our division. Here you can see the Colts are 5-2. The Jags and Texans both 2-5, and the Titans at the bottom of the barrel at 1-5. As for the Colts schedule, it has been a slow ride to start, but it picked up big time after week 3. Let's take a look. Weeks 1 and 2 were less to be desired. Lost to the Bills, and then an overtime loss to the Jets at home. But then the Colts started to pick up momentum, beating their whole division back-to-back weeks in Tennessee, Jacksonville, and Houston, after Houston gave them a run for their money, down 27-10 at Houston. The Colts rallied back and win by 7. Then the good old rivalry in New England, or against New England, we win by field goal. And then the Saints for our 5th consecutive win. Now we go to Panthers, then the Broncos, and then our bye week. Remainder of the schedule, Falcons, Buccaneers, Steelers, and then the division again, Jaguars, Texans, Miami, and Tennessee. So a slow rolling end to the year and a slow rolling end to begin the year. Really things pick up this week, actually 2 weeks ago against New England, but we are already past that. As for other divisions, as for the standings, if the playoffs were to start this week, we would have a couple of surprises at the top. Let's go ahead and check that out. In the AFC North, the Browns lead the division 4-3. Bengals, Steelers 3-3, and the Ravens are more than likely out of it with everything going on. Don't need to go about the AFC South. That's our division. AFC East, the Patriots 5-1, the Bills 4-3, and the Jets 3-3. Dolphins dead last. That is as real life as you're going to get. Maybe swap the Jets out for the Bills. AFC West, Chiefs still have Jamal Charles, and they are doing just fine. 5-2. Broncos 4-2. Raiders 3-3. And the Chargers playing like they are in real life at 1-6 so far. Now to the NFC. The NFC North has the Vikings and Packers tied, but right there behind them, the Lions at 4-3. And then the Bears of Chicago at 2-4. NFC South, Panthers, we're taking them all next week. Lead at 5-1. However, the Saints and Falcons are 5-2. Buccaneers 2-4. NFC East, how would you like to be in this division? Giants 6-1. Eagles 3-4. Cowboys, Redskins 1 win each. NFC West, Seahawks, only undefeated team left. Rams 3-3. Cardinals, Niners down at 2-5. Seahawks, only undefeated team left. There are no teams without a win, so be cautious for that. But there's a lot of teams with 1 win, and that cannot be good for their franchise. Now, jump ship from standings to our statistics, and we have to go there and check it out really quick. We're going to look at player stats. So far, we're going to go passing leaders. We're going to go rushing leaders. We're going to cover everything in the NFL that you need to know, more important. So, passing, who has the most passing yards? That's going to be Philip Rivers over Drew Brees. 2,213 so far for Philip Rivers, even though they are last in their division. Touchdown leaders, same story. Philip Rivers, 17. Interception leaders, that's going to belong to Matt Stafford at 11. And so far, well, your first starter that has thrown 0 picks, or if there's any, that is going to be Tyrod Taylor of Buffalo. Although he's only thrown 1 touchdown, this on here, he is not the starter. If you want to see a starter who has thrown a pick and who is the starter, that would be Andrew Luck. 8 touchdowns, 1 interception, a great passer rating so far of 120.8. Longest pass leader, that will belong to Teddy Bridgewater, 93. However, times sacked, Jay Cutler owns that at 29. Now let's go to rushing. Your rushing leader up to this point, Le'Veon Bell. Who else? 743. Right behind him, Jamal Charles and DeMarco Murray. Touchdown leaders, it's going to go to Charles by 3 over Mark Ingram. Average rushing per game, yeah, Charles leads it with 113 per game. That's absolutely insane. But LaShawn McCoy leads it at 159.7. Fumbles, well, you don't want to have him as the halfback, and Isaiah Crowe knows that all too well. 5 fumbles. If we go down to the Colts, I believe we have 0, but we can check that right now. And we have a lot of rushers. A lot. Kaepernick, so we might not get to it. But Andrew Luck, 1 fumble. He's our first Colt. We'll stop it there. Receiving aspect of things. Who has the most yards receiving? That is going to belong to Julio Jones of the Atlanta Falcons. 706. Who has the most catches? It's going to be Keenan Allen of the San Diego Chargers. And then his teammate Malcolm Floyd, although in real life they are looking to go to Los Angeles. Receiving touchdown leader, DeAndre Hopkins, fantasy guru legend, 7 touchdowns on the year. Let's see, longest reception, that's also going to be in NFC North. Mike Wallace, 93 from Bridgewater, so there you go. Brandon Marshall, 81, and Pierre Garçon at 80. Kicking leaders, not that important, but very important in the long outcome. Who has the best field goal percentage? Our guy, Vinatieri, Adam Vinatieri, 100%, 21 for 21. Your next best is going to come at Matt Prater, who's also tied. And then you have about 4 or 5 others. So Matt Prater, Sean Sweezian, Mason Crosby, Dan Bailey, and Kai Forbath. Although Vinatieri's taken more than 10 with Prater, he has taken over 20, and that is a feat. That just tells you how bad his offense has been for the Colts. Nothing blocked for Vinatieri, but you can't say the same for Cody Parkey. 3 field goals blocked, and now the best extra point percentage, Dan Carpenter, and a slew of others. We will not get into it. Punting leaders, although not important, very important at the same time. We're going to take a look at who has the most number of punts. That belongs to Andy Lee at 45. Yards punted 4. Andy Lee, 1977. Average yards per punt. Andy Lee does not lead that. McAfee does at 48 flat. And his longest punt, the leader, Pat McAfee at 64. It's almost a given. So that will do it for the stats. That's going to do it for the standings. Now we are going to look at some awards. Weekly awards. Let's go week 1 to week 7. Russell Wilson, Clay Matthews, NFC, LaShawn McCoy, and Misi for the Dolphins. I probably butchered that name, but sorry. For week 1. AFC, we're just going to do it because we're the Colts. Rivers and Woodyard. Week 3, Rivers again, Luggett. Week 4, Bennett for the Colts. Brian Bennett because Andrew Luck was hurt. And Richardson. So Colts get one there. Williams and Gronkowski for week 5. 6, Marshall and Misi again. Week 7, Jamal Charles and Dante Hightower. Now the NFC, are there any repeats? It does not look like it because they are so diverse in that NFC and they are very tough to guard. So now the final few things here. Any transactions? No. But we will go to re-sign players. You will see who we are negotiating with currently and who has accepted. Robert Mathis, Greg Toller, Jack Doyle, Lance Lewis, Dan Heron, Vic Ballard, Josh Chapman, Cam Johnson, Griff Whalen, on. That's all who we have negotiating. Still haven't accepted. Don't know why. Most of them are not even starters. But hey, that's not our problem. We will fill their positions if need be. But finally, we will take a look at who we're scouting, who we need most. And this here, new to Madden, it gives you the offensive needs in scouting when you need it. So fullback, we only have one. He's a D overall. But Tyler Varga, I think we are good with him. So our next best is left guard, center, right guard. If we head over to defense, strong safety, definitely a improvement we need. And then left outside linebacker, D tackle, and right end. We will take a look at all positions that we have scouted so far. Or actually, we go to watch because we have a watch list. Topping our list, Mario Agurs, a strong safety from Georgia, plays base 3-4. He has B's across the board. And then Neil Lunsford at number 2, Trent Bryan, Thomas Vega, Chase Jackson, Mike Keeley Sanford, Andrew Bird, Timmy Jacobs, Ben Chester, Trey Green, Justin Cannon, Marcus Mosley, Blake Sam, Casey Brooks, and Trey Lucas. A lot of these you see here are early rounders, 2 first rounders, 2 second rounders, and 2 third rounders. And then the mid rounders, 4th and 5th. We only have 4 of them, and then most of our list, or a third of this list, is late rounders or not even drafted in Trey Lucas's case. But guys, that has been the mid-season report for the Indianapolis Colts franchise. I've been your host, JT Plays. Next time you see us, we will be in Charlotte, North Carolina to take on the Panthers. See if we can go 6 in a row from 0-2 to 6-2. Panthers, they look to win and stop our winning streak. Guys, hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. It lets me know you guys enjoyed this series. I thank you guys all for watching. Have a good one. And if you're new to the channel, check out other videos before subscribing. It does mean a lot. See you guys all later. Have a safe Halloween. I will see you.